Yesterday I was listening a Hindu scholar, and he said very great thing about the Quran. He said that in the Quran, Allah said Rabbal Alameen. Allah is the Rabb of everyone. He said Allah did not say in the Quran Allah is Rabbul Muslimin. Allah did not say Allah is the Lord of the Muslims only. But Allah said Allah is Rabbul Alameen. Allah is the Rabb of all the worlds. Allah is the Rabb of Muslims. Allah is the Rabb of Christians. Allah is the Rabb of Hindus, Buddhists, Jews. That's one Hindu scholar, he read about the Quran, and he said that Allah is our Lord. And he even said also the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu mentioned in the Quran, Rahmatul lil Alameen, not Rahmatul lil Muslimin. So these two things, very important things, I learned yesterday with the lecture of a Hindu. All the people of the world should have only one God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is this God? Allahu Ahad. Allah is only one. The true God, Allah, doesn't need anything. He is free from the needs. The true God, Allah, lam yalid wa lam yulad. The true God, Allah, He begets not, nor was He begotten, means He has no son and He has no father. Walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. And the true God, Allah, He is not similar to anything. He is not look like a human being. He is not look like a sky. He is not look like earth. He is not look like sun, the moon, the air, the water. No. The sea. No. What you can imagine, that's not Allah. What you can see, that's not Allah. And Allah is infinite. The true God, Allah, is infinite, unlimited, infinite God. And He is loving. He loved His creation. The most loving human being in the world is Shimbre, the prophets. They love to their people more than anyone. Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu He loved to us more than our mothers. But in the relations, the mother is the very loving, more than anyone, any relation, the true mothers. And even the love in the heart of the mother, it's come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So our topic here is Allah is the most loving. The topic for tonight, Allah is the most loving. Sha'Allah Al-Wadud. Al-Wadud means He is the loving God. The love comes from Allah in the hearts of the mother, in our hearts, in the hearts of all the people. And we are commanded by Allah to love each and everyone every day. There is no love, the limitation for love. We love every day and we love for the sake of Allah. So there is no limitation of love. We don't have the certain day that is Mother's Day. You love today your mother. No, we love our mother every day. The Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, you cannot enter to paradise until you believe, and you cannot become a believer until you love each other. We don't have any more the belief. You are not Muslim anymore. If you doesn't know how to love, you cannot be a Muslim. If you are Muslim, then you should know how to love every day, every moment. No hatred, only love. As being a Muslim, we learn to love and not to learn to be hate. We only need to love and not to hate people. Because that's what Allah is teaching us in the Quran. Allah did not say every surah of the Quran. What is it? Every surah of the Quran except Surah Al-Tawbah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rahim means the love full of mercy, or the mercy full of love. The meaning of Ar-Rahim, He is the merciful with full of love. So every starting of the surah of the Quran is starting with the love of Allah. Allah is merciful and loving. Allah is loving and merciful. We need to show the love to the world. We need to share the love to the world. No hatred. No hatred, but only love. Show to the people. Show to the people Raham, the mercy, and compassionate. Allah wants to love His creation and not to hate His creation. That's why Allah is inviting to people to come to Allah. And Allah is even saying to us that وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ. Who can be better than His speech and the one who is inviting people to Allah? How you invite people to Allah? You can invite people to Allah with love. Then Allah wants to love you. Come to Allah. Pray to Allah. Worship to Allah. Bow down to Allah. Sacrifice for Allah. Keep your charity for the sake of Allah. More you do this, more Allah loves you. Hubbulillah. Love for the sake of Allah. We love our parents, our wives. We love our wives, our children, our brothers, our sisters, our uncles, aunts, our neighbors, our friends, and all the believers. Why we love our parents, our wives, our children, our relatives? For the sake of Allah. For the cause of Allah. For the love of Allah. Because more we love, more Allah loves. More we love people, more Allah will love to us. As Allah is loving His creation, we need to love the creation of Allah. Then we can have more love of Allah in our lives. There are two organs in our body. Two great organs in our body, the heart and the brain. And this is very powerful, the brain, and the heart is very powerful. But if you compare the heart and brain, the heart is more superior. The love is the most important thing in our lives. We need to love every day of our life and not to hate. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He show us in the Quran that Allah is merciful and loving. Every surah of the Quran. Even if you see the attributes of Allah are all loving attributes. Allah, Ar-Rahman, loving. Ar-Rahim, Al-Kareem, Al-Halim. Look at the names of Allah. All are loving names. Only few names of Allah, Al-Muntaqim, the one who take revenge. The one who punish. But most of the names of Allah are all showing the love of Allah. All are showing the love of Allah. So we need to teach our Muslim brothers to not to hate, but to love. In the whole Quran, Allah showed this to us. If you read the Quran, you'll see the Quran is showing full of love. And Allah is always opening the hearts of the people. So now what I was saying a while ago, that there are two great organs in our body, the brain and the heart. The more great organ of our body is not the heart, the brain, but the heart. Why? What is in the brain? Intelligence. What is in the brain? The things which is needing to use your mind, intelligence. What is in the heart? Love. Can you say somebody, I love you in my mind? No. I love you in my heart. You believe in heart. So what is the most important? The most important thing in our life is our heart. The heart is the most important. Of course, the brain need to understand. Because Allah said also, Ulil Albab. Those who think, those who use their mind, they see the universe, they see the creation of Allah, and they use their mind. Allah likes us to use the mind. But still the belief come in your heart. You can see the evidence with your mind, but the heart will accept that there is only one God, Allah. So most important is qalb, the heart. And where the love come in the heart? The heart is the place of the love. The heart is the place where we put the love of Allah. We put the love of our parents, our wives, our children, our brothers, sisters, our relatives, our friends, neighbors, and all the believers we love in our heart. So Muslim doesn't need to make particular day like 14th of February. We love every day, not once in a year. That is the teachings of Islam, to love every day of our life and not once in a year. And we don't have this such Father's Day and Mother's Day because we love our parents every day. We love our wives, we love our parents, our wives, our children, our brothers, sisters, or all the relatives, all the believers, every day of our life and not once in a year. Araw-araw, every day. So that's also the misconception among, there are Muslim countries who are also going that way. They make some day for love, and no such thing in Islam. Because the condition to go to paradise, it's belief, and your condition to become a believer, it's to love. The Prophet said, you cannot enter to paradise until you believe, and you cannot become a believer until you love each other. So you want to be once in a life, once a year to be a believer, or you want to be a believer every day? So you want to become a believer every day? And then the Quran also mentioned about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu rahmatul lil alamin, that Allah is the make Prophet Muhammad mercy to the whole mankind, to all the worlds, not just to the human being, even to the animals, to the environment, to the sky, to the earth, to the angels, to the sun and moon, all the universe. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu is mercy to the mankind. He was not cursing people. He was not fighting with people. He was always praying for people's guidance. Even when he goes to Taif to make dawah, the place near to Makkah on the mountain area, and when he dawah to them, they did not believe in him, and they led the children to stone him. I'll pray for them, for Allah to guide them. Why? Because he loved the people. He loved the people will be guided and not to be punished. So that should be our heart, always to have a mercy and love in our hearts and no hatred in our hearts. Always pray for the mankind that Allah guide them. And that's what we learn in the Quran. And then starting of the Quran also, after Bismillah Rahman Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, all praises for Allah, the Lord of the worlds. So He is the Lord of everyone. So invite people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How you can invite? With love and mercy. Yes, because of misguidance. People are misguided. For example, we can have so many bad ideas like this. People are following the wrong rituals or wrong celebrations in the name of wrong people. Because we have the history that Valentine was very bad person. He makes some relations and he cheat those women. And then he also have some crime against him about murders. And then he was put in the jail. And then later people, they started to make him a saint, and they make a day of Valentine under his name. So it is wrong. That is a misguidance. Yes, and not the problem, because the man always is misguided. There is not the problem. Even Allah said, "Wakam min ibadi shakur." In my slaves, only limited people are thanking to me. So all the time, the people are always not following the right path. Even the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, he preached according to Quran 950 years. Magdawa si Prophet Noah 950 years. At ilang yung sumunod sa kanya? How many people followed to Prophet Noah? Only 82. Only 82 people followed in 950 years. So the majority is always wrong, minority always right. So it's not a problem if majority follow the wrong tradition. We will not follow the wrong tradition, inshallah. To justify. So they cannot say, why Allah put me in the hellfire? Because you did this. Okay. For example, the teacher in the school, I'm the teacher and you are my student. And I know who are the good student and who are the bad student. Then I write down. Okay. This is number 1, this number 2, this number 3. This one is middle class and this one is going to fail. If I write down on my knowledge, and then it's happened the same that you are number 1, number 2, number 3, this middle class and this all fail, you will not blame me because it is only with my knowledge. I did not force you to fail. I did not force you to pass. It's your own action. So Allah has a knowledge that which of his slave is going to do good and which of his slave is going to do bad. Then he wrote it down, the taqdir, the predestination. So it is with the knowledge of Allah, but Allah is not forcing someone to do evil. It is people that choose to evil, or it is the people who choose to do good. So that's why people deserve to have punishment in the hellfire, because they choose to do wrong, and those who do good, Allah will bless them to go to paradise by His bounty, by His grace. Okay. The first of all, the 99 names of Allah is not only 99. There are millions, billions, trillions of names of Allah. The names of Allah can never finish because Allah is powerful. Allah is omnipotent. Allah is omnipresent. Allah is most praiseworthy. So the names of Allah cannot be limited. Allah said in the Quran that if you make all the seas become the ink and all the trees become the pen, and if you write the words of Allah, the kalimatullah, or the praise of Allah, or the greatness of Allah, all the seas will finish, all the trees will finish. You cannot finish the greatness of Allah to write. So names of Allah are unlimited, okay? These 39 names, we have different names. For example, Hannan, Mannan, Ya Badiu Samawati wal Ard. There are different names which is not in the 99. Okay? Many other names. Allah is one of the name of Allah in the Hadith is Tabibi Azam. Allah is the greatest doctor. Allah is the Prophet Muhammad said, Allah is At-Tabibul Azam. Allah is the greatest doctor. You can also call Allah is the greatest engineer because he make this engineering in the sky, in the universe. You can also call Allah is the greatest artist. You can see the artistry of Allah in the universe, in the creation. Okay, you can see in your own self how great Allah is the artist. So Allah has an unlimited names. No limit for the names of Allah. But most of the names in the 99 names are loving names. Like Al-Karim, generous, loving. Al-Rahim, merciful, it's loving name also. Ar-Rahman, loving name. Al-Karim, loving name, the generous. Al-Halim, loving name. Al-Ghaffar, the forgiving, loving name. So most of the names in the 99 names are forgiving, merciful, loving names. Al-Wadud, the loving God. So Allah is, even there is Hadith Qudsi, my rahmah, my mercy is above my anger. Allah said in Hadith Qudsi, my mercy is above my anger. So Allah make his mercy more high than his anger. So he is always be known as the love of God. Okay, we try to, very seldom the Muslim scholars are talking that Allah is love. Allah is the most loving. There is no one can love more than Allah. So try to show to the world that the God, Allah, who is the God and Lord of everyone, He is the most loving God. He is the most merciful God. And that's how you can attract people to Islam. When Jesus Christ will come back to the earth, He will break the cross. And He will kill the swine. That's two things the Prophet said. The Prophet Isa, Jesus Christ will come back. He will destroy the cross and He will also kill the pigs. Not He will go pigs in the jungle, in the forest. Here in the piggeries, the poultry, the farm pigs. Because these farm pigs are sucked, swine flu, the pig flu, the many before there is a SARS, most of the flu are coming from the pigs, the poultry, the farm pigs. So He's going to destroy the cross because He was not crucified, and He will also kill the pigs. Even when He was in the world before, He killed the 2,000 pigs. There is a story in the Bible that He killed 2,000 pigs. And He never introduced the cross to the people. The people are one who invented the cross. And He was not crucified to the cross because in the Bible also He said, He prayed to God to please pass the cup, and His prayer was answered. So He was not crucified. And Quran said, Uma qatalu wa ma salabuhu, they killed Him not, nor they crucified Him. You should not copy the beliefs of the people because you are Muslim, so you should not follow that. Okay, so you should not wear this kind of nonsense things to follow. But rather, as I said, you need to love every day of your life. Okay, so the wearing some color of the t-shirt is not the things that you need to do, but rather you need to show the love to the people, to all those who are close to you. And no need to show any shirt or color of the shirt is nothing to do with the love. Okay. Okay. So you also have a hadith. The Prophet Muhammad said, you cannot become a Muslim until you love for your brother what you love for yourself. Okay. So that is also condition. Don't be selfish. Then you can show you have a love for your brother. Don't be selfish. Okay. So if you're not selfish, you always priority your brothers. Everyone. We need to prioritize our parents, our wives, our children, our brothers, our sisters, all the Muslim brothers, all the believers, all the human beings. We need to be priority, not to be think yourself, okay? But think for the people, for everyone. Okay. Why? Because we are benefit for the mankind. We are always trying to give benefits to the mankind. We want to bring the peace to the mankind. We want to remove the harm for the mankind. We need to be good to the mankind. That's why we are the best of Ummah. Okay. Yeah, and this hatred is coming from Israel because they have a lots of anger in their hearts to the mankind, because we can see them that they are showing too much hatred, and may we still pray for Israel. May Allah guide them. Even I saw the people of Palestine are not saying bad words even now to the Israel. So that is the way of the Muslim. We always pray for those who are misguided, that Allah guide them. You cannot cage the animals, because if you cage the animal, they will curse you. Caging the chicken, caging the cow, caging the goat, sheep, or the birds, all haram, because they have a freedom. You cannot take away their freedom. It is not allowed in Islam to cage even to the animals. How much more to cage a human being? People are caging the human being also. The freedom is a gift of Allah. It is the right of every human being. And it is the right of the animals. Nowadays, in the world today, there are cage-free animals. Cage-free cow, the beef, the cage-free eggs, cage-free chicken. Even the milk, the cows are cage-free. Caesar is a knowledgeable man in the Quran. And when he get the knowledge from Allah, so he should be a prophet, because he get the knowledge from Allah. So when you get the knowledge from Allah, the unseen, then you are a prophet. Because the meaning of the Nabi, who get the news. Nabi means, in Arabic, Naba means the news. Naba, news. So one who get the news from Allah, he's a Nabi. So the Khizr has a lot of knowledge from Allah, the news from Allah. So he should be a prophet, because he got the news from Allah, so he should be the prophet. But now, no prophet anymore, because the last prophet is Muhammad. So if somebody say, I get some news from Allah, no, you're a liar. You're not the prophet. Only prophet can get news from Allah. So if somebody say, he can tell you about tomorrow, what happened? Say, no, you're a liar, because last prophet who can get the revelation about Allah is the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So no one can get any communication from Allah anymore. Okay. We have a physical heart and we have a spiritual heart. Okay. Our body is the physical body and we have a soul inside. So soul is not only in the body, the soul is also in the heart. Because when the soul goes, it goes to the brain, it goes to the eyes, it goes to the nose, mouth, heart, lungs, all the body, the soul will go. So every body organ has a spiritual aspect. So heart is not just the physical heart, which is pumping the blood, but it is a spiritual heart. So the spiritual heart is the one loving heart. The physical function of the heart is pumping the blood, supplying the blood. But the spiritual aspect of the heart is loving, belief, feelings, emotion. This all in the spiritual heart. Okay. So the physical heart is just supplying of the blood. But what is the real heart is a spiritual heart. Okay. The spiritual heart is the one believing heart, loving heart, emotional heart. This all is the spiritual aspect of the heart. Because you have a qalbun salim, so you are submitting to, your heart is submitting to Allah. You have a qalbun marid, so your heart is sick. Allah said in the Quran, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ آمِنُوا كَمَا آمَنَ فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ. Allah said in the Quran, فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ فَزَادَهُمُ اللَّهُ مَرَضًا. In their hearts as a disease, and Allah increased their disease. Sa puso nila na meron ng sakit, at dagdag na Allah na sakit ng sa puso nila. So the heart can be sick heart, the heart can be peaceful heart, the heart can be submitting heart, the heart can be believing heart, and heart can be loving heart. So heart is the different. And heart is also one with anger. Galit yung puso. Galit yung puso, yan na masamang puso. At kung mahal yung puso, yan ng magandang puso. Okay, so heart is a different categories. Okay, so that is a good question, and that is the last question. Okay, there is a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that everything has a rust, and there is a thing to remove the rust. And he said the iron can be rust, and you have some compound to remove the rust. Then he said the heart can be rusted also. And what can remove the rust from the heart is the remembrance of Allah, the zikrullah, reading the Quran, la ilaha illallah. It can remove the rust. Okay, so that's also then The Prophet Muhammad said, when a person he speak one lie or he do something bad, he get the black dot on the heart. Not physical black, but the spiritual black. And then if he make tawbah, then Allah remove the black. But if he keep on making dirty, there will be more black dots in the heart until his heart become dark. And he cannot see the good anymore. That will be Allah said, Allah put the seal upon their hearts. Khatamallahu ala qulubihim. Khatamallahu ala qulubihim. Allah make the seal on their hearts. Because of keep on lying, and then heart becomes every day one dot, until the heart become madilim, very dark. After Fajr, make zikr. After Fajr, I make Surah Yasin, La ilaha illallah, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, Astaghfirullah. All the zikr I make after Fajr. And after Isha also. So after Maghrib also you can do the zikr. Maghrib to Isha you can make zikr every day. This is very good time to repair your heart. Because if your heart become dead, you are dead. If you want to survive your heart, number one, the medication for the heart is the zikr. More you make zikr, the more heart will become clean and peaceful. So you have a chance to go to paradise. But if your heart dead, you have no iman anymore. So that's very important to remove the rust from the heart